Most of the people either do not know or do not realize that when they are buying their new flat, there is a lot of hidden charges that they do not take into account. And what happens is they book the flat and then they start realizing that all these costs are adding up, which they did not take into account. And now they're struggling a lot more. So hi everyone, my name is Harsh Gupta from Plotline Guide. And in this video, I want to break down that if you are planning to buy a 2 crore rupees flat in Noida, which is pretty much the norm here, what are the hidden charges you will be paying? What are the extra charges you will be required to pay? So let's get started on this mind-boggling and beautiful maths. So first of all, I'm looking at a 1800 square feet super area. 1100 square feet is the carpet area and the cost is approximately 11,000 rupees a square feet. Now, if you realize the cost is for this area, not for this area, again, I can make a separate video on this, but this in itself is a big scam. They promise you one area and when in the end you get the area, it's like 55 to 60% of the total super area. So just like when you go and buy a car, the basic car has nothing, right? Similarly, with the flat, the basic flat has nothing. So you want to live higher up on the floor, you pay additional 2.5 lakh rupees. You want to face garden, park, or you want to have a corner unit, you pay additional 1.5 lakh rupees. And by the way, I'm being very conservative here. If we talk about luxury apartments, the cost is much more. So my total base pay at the very starting in itself is 2 crore 4 lakh rupees and not 2 crore rupees. Now let's look at the other charges. So I will be required to pay taxes to Noida Authority. Stamp duty is 7% for male and 6% for the females. It comes out to be 14 lakh 28,000 rupees. Very significant amount. Then comes the registration fee, which is 1% of the agreement value, 2 lakh 4,000 rupees. At some point of time, it was capped 30,000 rupees for high value properties, not anymore. Now, as you all know, all the properties in Noida are on leases. So you will be required to pay one-time lease fees to Noida Authority, which is 1,75,000 rupees in this case. Your total taxes comes out to be about 18,07,000 rupees. Now, what am I required to pay the builder? Okay, coming to that, the club membership fee, which is 2 lakh rupees, which is something like the gym, pool, party hall, etc. They give you the lifetime access to it, right? The second is IFMS or interest-free maintenance security. This is used to fund the society's initial infrastructure like lifts, generator, landscaping, common area, etc. Now, they say they will refund you, but it comes after many decades. So it's probably like a lost thing. The third is the electricity meter, 75,000 rupees. Now, that is usually a deposit given to UPPCL. It includes EB meter installation, wiring hookup, refundable security deposit to the electricity board. Now that's not pocketed by the builder, it's given to the electricity board. Power backup charges, that is 1,50,000 rupees because of course they have to install generator for you, and this does not include 8 to 15 rupees per unit when the electricity is gone. Car parking, 6 lakh rupees, especially if you want a premium spot in the basement, you are looking at a much higher pricing, but 6 lakh rupees I'm taking an average here. So the total developer charges comes out to be 11,75,000 rupees, not a joke. Now let's move on and look at the other charges. So we are looking at total society charges because of course everyone has to make money, right? So this is an advanced maintenance deposit because they know that you will be defaulting on the maintenance. That is 1,20,000 rupees, an advance for 24 months, 5,000 rupees a month. By the way, the maintenance is a lot more. I'm being very conservative in my maths here, okay? Society formation charges 25,000 rupees, creation of RWA, etc. Water receiver connection, 50,000 rupees. Total society charges, you're looking at around 2 lakh rupees. And if that's not enough to rub salt on my wounds, let's look at the last charges. Brokerage, of course. Who in the world will buy a flat or sell you a flat without brokerage? That is like 2%, 4 lakh rupees. Home loan processing fees, 80,000 rupees. Now this is a little debatable because some banks might charge you as low as 0.25%, quarter percentage, but this is rare. The norm is 0.5%. And also some banks and some schemes have this 0 rupees charges as well. It's very rare, it's not very common, so I'm taking 0.5%, which is the normal here, right? Legal documentation charges 25,000, not a lot, but this is charged by builder again. Title search, MOD, stamping, loan agreement, etc. All these things. So total transaction cost comes out to be around 5 lakh rupees. It's adding up. It's quite significant now. Now let's look at the grand total all in cost. 2 crore 40 lakh 82,000 rupees. That is a mind-boggling number compared to what I was asked. I was asked for 2 crore rupees and I am paying an extra of 40 lakh 82,000 rupees. I call it the invisible cost nobody budgets for, nobody tells me. And the extra cost as percentage of the base price is 21%. pretty significant. So I'm not telling you or I'm not suggesting you not to buy a flat. This is not the point of this video. The point of the video is that when you're buying a flat, take into account that there will be a lot of charges by the builder, there will be a lot of taxes. Be ready to account extra 21% if you're buying a flat in Noida, or even for that matter in Delhi NCR, so that you do not get any surprises later on and you're prepared and you've budgeted for everything. I hope you like the video, and if there's any other question, please put it out in the comment. I'll personally answer myself, and if you also want to take a look at this spreadsheet, you can comment spreadsheet and I can share it with you. Thank you.